Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time of stopping by. Hi, nice meeting you for the first time. Please consider subscribing to my channel, and to my old subscribers I say thank you very much for all your support. If you find value in this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. So we are going to be starting this tutorial with a pattern folded into two. So this pattern, you're not going to be making use of just one, you're going to fold yours into two, just like I did mine. And I drew a straight line to serve our starting point. Once I am done with that, from that starting point I marked at 6 inches for my armhole depth and then 13 inches for my waistline. This armhole, I don't want it to be wide, that's why I am marking as 6 inches or 7 inches, whichever I said. Then I marked 13 inches for the full length. Please don't mind my pattern paper. The market has not been open for this festive period, so that's why I am running shortage of pattern paper. And please don't pay attention to it, just pay attention to the tutorial. So I mark the lines across so that it will be more visible. And then for my shoulder, my neckline, sorry, I am marking at 3 inches for the width, and then for the depth I am marking at 3 inches. But I'm not going to be cutting this out. You're going to see the reason why we are not going to be cutting out our neckline at this moment. So I'll just connect it to have a neckline, a round neckline. Once I am done with this, I went ahead to mark quarter of my bust measurement. That's my bust measurement divided by 4, and this style is for a 6-year-old. Then I added 1 inch for ease. I don't want it to be too fitted, that's why I am adding 1 inch for ease, and I won't be adding a zipper allowance to this. So I measured what I have in my bust point, and I'm going to transfer it to my hem area, and then I'll be adding extra 5 inches to it. Once I am done with this, I'm going to connect these points that I just made in a slanted form. But before we do that, let's go ahead and mark our shoulder measurement divided by 2. And because it's not going to be having sleeve, I won't be adding any stitching allowance to it. So we are just going to go ahead and connect our armhole, and then connect every other point that we marked earlier. And then for my shoulder slope, I am going down by 0.75. I'll connect it to my starting point. As we are going on with the video, please do well to hit on the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed up to this moment, and share my videos to family and friends. Please don't forget to wash my ass. I beg you, wash my ass and watch it to the end. Thank you very much, and please give me a thumbs up if you find value in this video. So from once I connect this slanted from that hem area, I'll come up by 1 inch and I'll curve it the way you see me do. The reason for this is so that it's not too sharp at that area. So I'll go ahead and connect this to the hemline. So that's all for the front bodies. Remember, we are just cutting the front bodies, or let's say the pattern is going to be the same, just a bit different from the back one. So this is it after I was done. So we are going to go ahead and cut out the neckline area, the asymmetric, please. So from the neck width that we marked, you see the way I place my curve, that's how I'm going to connect it to my armhole. Please don't mind my English, I don't know how to call that, so I'll just skip it. I'll connect this to my armhole to the neckline that we just marked before some people will come for me. So since we are done with it, we're going to go ahead and transfer it to our fabric. And that area my pattern is missing, I've measured and I replaced all the measurement that is supposed to be there. If you look at the video well, you will see my markings there. So I'm going to add 1/2 inch at the neckline, 1.5 inches at the seam line, and then my shoulder ½ inch, armhole ½ inch, the other side 1.5, and then my hemming area 2 inches. So I cut out 2 of it. In fact, when I was transferring to the other side, I made a mistake and I cut out 2 front. That's part of the mistakes, but we move. So I'm going to go ahead and twist the back neckline. So I'm going to be going down by 1 inch for the back neckline. If you have been doing this kind of style, or any style that has to do with kind of off shoulder, you know that when the back one is a bit lower, it fits better, it fits more. But if you look at it, you see that I won't be tampering with my shoulder or my armhole area. It's just the center back that I'm going to be cutting out, and I'm cutting out just the back one. I'm not going to be touching the front one. So you can see it, the back is just a bit lower than the front. So I took out the back, and then we are going to go ahead and to cut out the design on the front. For this, I went down by 3 inches, and then from that 3 inches, I marked 3 inches as well. For this, you can as well just divide your fabric and then attach this in between the 2 fabrics. But for me, I just decided to do a top stitch to this. So for this side, I went down by about 8 to 9 inches. I can't really remember, but if you look at the video, you will see it. So I'm going to be connecting this point with my curve as much as I can. Then once I am done with that, I'm going to, at the hem area, I'll go in by about 4 inches. Once I mark that 4 inches, from this second 3 inches, I'll make a curve to get to that place. So we're going to go ahead and connect this. And this connection depends on how curvy you want it to be. If you don't want it to be too curvy, please go ahead and do what works for you. But this is how I did mine. And just like I said, if you don't want to do a top stitch, all you have to do is to cut out this part. Cut it out this part, then transfer the upper and the lower parts to your fabric, and then the center one to your fabric. Then you join it at the 2 sides. I hope you understand this, but for me, I wanted to do a top stitch. So this is what we have, and I'll be using this plain fabric for it. What I was showing you guys is to add your stitching allowance, to make sure that this place I'll be adding half, or this place, you remember the seam side have 1.5 inches, so remember to add 1.5 inches to it, and then the hemming area as well, so that it will get to the seam line of the gown. I hope you understand this. So we'll bring in our front bodice, and then we'll bring in this plain one as well. So I'll go ahead and stitch it down. So you see, it might got to my seam area. So that's what I was trying to say. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this. I'll pin it down while placing my eye at that armhole area. The other armhole, I was supposed to go down with by 3 inches, but if you look at the video, you see that it's about 2 inches. I didn't notice this, but we move. So I'm going to be folding in by ½ inch on this side, and then at the other side as well, and I'll top stitch it all the way from one end to the other. So this is it after I was done. I'm just cutting out all the excesses that I have on the fabric, on the gown. So I'm going to go ahead and use this fabric. For the width of it, I have 1.5 inches, and then the length is as long as my armhole and my neckline. So I'll stitch it at the front side by ½ inch, and then I'll flip it to the right side, fold in by half, and then fold in the remaining one, and I'll stitch it all around. and I'll do the same thing for the armhole. Don't forget to make notches on the where necessary, for example the armhole. So once I am done with that, I'll bring in my shoulder and then stitch by 1/2 inch on my shoulder before turning my armhole. So this is it. After I was done, I'm just going to go ahead and cut out the stripe for the other side of the sleeve. For this, I just want to trace out where my armhole ends. That's where my other sleeve ends. Then I'll measure how wide I want my the strap to be. When you look at the video, you understand what I am trying to say, but just know that the starting point of this marking is where my armhole started. Then I connected my shoulder line as well. So I'll go ahead and cut this out, and I have my fabric into two, so I'm going to go ahead and stitch on both sides, and then I will end where my neckline ends, and then I'll do the same thing for the other side, and then I'll turn it to the right side. So this is what we have after we are done. So I'll go ahead and connect and attach this. So I'll just fold my fabric into two also to make sure I have where my sleeve my shoulder area is, and then I'll pin it down. I'm sorry that what I am doing is almost out of the camera. I didn't take notes. Then I'll also pin this other side. Once I am done, I'll go to my sewing machine and stitch it down, and then other side. And then I'll go ahead and stitch my same side as well, and then hem the gown. And that's all for this style. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find value in it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you do. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do wait to subscribe and share my videos to family and friends. So if you have lights, you go ahead and iron yours. And that's all for this style, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.